Saharawi Arab Democratic Republic starting from tomorrow. This to try and resolve the continent's longest unresolved conflict. The SADC heads of state and government are expected to express the region's support for decolonisation and self-determination of the Western Sahara, and this on the basis of the values and the principles that have guided the quest for independence throughout Africa.
One of the world's longest conflict, which could take even longer to resolve, despite the 1991 ceasefire agreement between Morocco and Polisario Front, the expected referendum still remains a topic of discussion. Morocco claims sovereignty over Western Sahara, but Polisario Front wants its independence. It was in 1975 when Spain seized its power on Western Sahara, and Mauritania and Morocco took over the territory of Western Sahara. In 1979, Mauritania backed out through a peace deal with the Polisario Front. Morocco took over almost 80% of Western Sahara.
Sahrawi is a debt we owe to the people of Sahrawi. When shall we pay that debt? When shall we?
But the Sahrawi issue has remained in many discussion tables. A great frustration that it can't be resolved. UN efforts have repeatedly failed to broker a settlement over the desert territory contested between Morocco and the Algerian-backed Polisario. Morocco, which decried Polisario Front membership of the AU, is now a member of the African Union after it was admitted. This was supposed to be on the basis of the AU Charter, which, despite its occupation, 39 countries out of 54 voted in favor of its admission.
Then if Morocco is not going to play games and is serious with this engagement, I think the conflict can be resolved in 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, the basis to resolve it is this, that Morocco is putting an end to its territorial ambition against Western Sahara, which is now a member of African Union.
South Africa supports the end of Western Sahara occupation by Morocco. During his visit to South Africa, Polisario Front's President Ghali welcomed the support, but was unhappy with the UN plan to end the occupation.
In 1991, the United Nations adopted the settlement plan and was supposed to organize a referendum on self-determination by 1992. But the problem is that the Security Council did not assume its full responsibility.
To President Ramaphosa, do you think there is a will within the African Union to actually deal decisively with the issue of the implementation of the roadmap to see Western Sahara get self-determination?
The AU has no choice, really, but to subscribe to its own constitutive act, which constitutive act determines that there should be no country on the African continent that colonizes any other.
It is in this context that working with partners in SADC, the continent, as well as with the international community, South Africa and SADC's chair Namibia will host the SADC Solidarity Conference.
We decided that we were going to host a conference to publicly pledge our support for the people of Sahrawi and to call on all peoples with a conscience and all peoples who love human rights and all people who love democracy to come and join us.
Minister Sisulu says the Sahrawi people have been waiting for decades to exercise their right to self-determination and enjoy their freedoms. Lehana Tsotetsi, SABC News, Johannesburg.